Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manataq. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk. Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Montauk. It is January the 10th, 2024. And I have never seen white privilege. I really haven't. I kind of like maybe long time ago when I was a kid. I'm not even going to get into that. But here's the thing. If you are the son of a certain person, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's pretty much what's going on in regards to Hunter Biden. This guy, it's just, I mean, when's the last time anybody, hey, let's watch this. This is fucking, it's craziness. It's so nuts. It is just so nuts. There's Doug Tenaple. You guys remember Earthworm Jim? Well, he's the artist. He's got a really good show. That's where the Happy Patriots go. it's good. You gotta listen. You gotta look. He does some good stuff. He puts together really good content here.
Ms. Green from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently, you're afraid of my words.
Whoa! Oh.
Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently, you're afraid of my words.
Whoa!
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently, you're afraid of my words.
Whoa! Oh.
I'd like to reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman.
Wow, that's too bad.
Wow, that is pathetic. Wow. Listen to what she says.
I think it's clear and obvious for everyone watching this hearing today that Hunter Biden is terrified of strong conservative Republican women because he can't even face my words as I was about to speak to him. What a coward.
Yeah, what a coward. Oh my God, that is so amazing. And this part right here, right, when everybody's like, they're following him.
Me, Hunter, apparently you're afraid of my words.
There goes all the media. There goes all the media. And one guy from Epoch Times or something. So fucking, oh my God, this is so pathetic. It's so pathetic. He's in a congressional hearing / meeting, whatever, committee meeting, whatever, and he just decides to walk out. Right? He just decides, you know what? I don't want to be here. Fuck this shit. I mean, who gets to do that? Who gets to do that? Who gets that privilege? And when is the last time that ever happened? Which I kind of looked, I couldn't find an answer for because I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think anybody's ever gotten up. Well, he's kind of in the audience, so it gives him, so he's just a bystander. And I'm not sure who the people are here. Who are these people here at the desk? Who are these people? I'm not sure who's there, what's going on. All I know is if you look at this picture, you're looking at it straight on. You can see in the red, there's MTG and some kind of like a rhino girl, but she fucking hates the Biden people, which I am with her on that. I'm just saying she has good reason to not like those people. And then on the left, you have all the lunatics. They're just lunatics. And this entire time these people were talking until this happened, everything was connected in regards to the demon. Now, these are the Democrats. I'm not calling people Democrats because you're voting for a Democrat. I'm calling the Democrats who actually are completely and totally all in with Klaus Schwab and the Great Reset, their 2030 agenda. And 2050 is their end game is to get rid of about 2/3 of the planet's population and hoard the rest for themselves, which is demonic to me. That's just demonic. But if you look at the people at the desk, I believe this guy here with the receding hairline right at the bottom right corner, he's like looking, what the fuck? How sad. And the guy over there on the right with the blue tie and the blue shirt, just below MTG, he's like, oh, they're like, oh, poor baby. Can't, I mean, you're in the fucking audience, dude. You're not in the middle being grilled. Right? And here's the thing, the whole time that these democrats that are elected officials, giving our country away to the globalist pedo-predator class in real time, right? That's what's happening. That's what happened. That started, basically, it's been happening for a while, but it went on steroids pretty much in 2020 when the fluvid thing came. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so their goal, all they're doing the whole time, and it's behind me now playing. It's like 2 hours and 3 hours and 3 hours or something. And he wasn't even there very long, honestly. I think he was there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm not really sure how long he was there for. But the whole time, the Democrats, the only two things they were talking about, that they were really trying to push the narrative, is they kept talking about Trump. Trump this, Trump that, well, Trump this, well, Trump that. That's the only thing they kept talking about. They just kept talking about Trump, right? And then they would say, this is wrong, this is frivolous, this is, and the other thing they were trying to convey, or trying to, spew out or vomit, was, he's right here, why don't you do the questioning now? Well, the process is, most processes in regards to something of this caliber, and the reason why they want a deposition is because they'll have more time. Meaning, instead of 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute sound bites of just, that would be a circus. They want the circus to continue. That's the Democrats. If they, instead of doing it publicly right now in front of everybody, but like this, they can do it in private, and they can really hammer him on questions. They can take their time. They can ask a question, follow-up question, try to get as much information. But the thing is he doesn't want to be in that room. He doesn't want to be in that room because he knows he'll plead the fifth. He knows he'll deny, or he'll say something, I don't recall that, I don't remember that, do that. He'll do that all day long. But when you get it in a deposition, it's also on record. So this is the reason why they want this. They came in just for the circus, right? And then all of a sudden, this woman, right? Again, two things that they pushed. Everything bad about Trump, or just this made-up crap about Trump, right? Because democracy is good as long as we put everybody that's running against the Democrats in jail. I mean, let's just get that out on the table, because that's what they're fucking doing, right? Let's do whatever that we can to get some guy that told everybody to be peaceful, blah 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 blah, during the J6, and the next thing you know, we find out J6 was bullshit. We find out that J6 is just, they instigated everything. The video's all out there. I mean, I've done research like you wouldn't believe it. I don't have to fucking prove to anybody on this fucking show anymore that I am telling you Donald J. Trump has been beaten and battered and fucking bullied, and the guy still survives. Nobody out there You know, I'm going through shit. People go through shit. I get it. But the strength of this man to endure this crap. Yes, I mean, if you are out there and you still believe that Russiagate is still an issue, I can't help you anymore. You're gone. Right? You're probably wearing a mask and you probably have 20 fucking boosters. I probably. There's nothing I can do for you. You're gone. Like, kind of literally in a sense. Just to let you know. Because Big Pharma cares about you, right? Like they did with the opioid crisis and EpiPens and all this other crap, and then all of a sudden 2020 comes around, and everybody's like, okay, I'll do whatever you say. I will take this. That they just fuck it. It's hypnotism. And I've explained the process and the marketing and the advertising and what goes into it, and how these people are. I mean, I've gone over this a bazillion times, so I'm done with you guys. I saw a meme today, something about spending time trying to convince somebody wearing a mask that it's not good. I said, no, let them. They're fucking halfway out the door already. There's nothing more I can do for those people. Nothing more. And it's sad because I tried. I fucking tried my hardest. But this place where I'm doing my content decided to chop my fucking legs off 7 fucking times. Right? Because I was trying to warn everybody, wait a second, guys, it's indemnified. Do you guys understand what indemnified means? It means if you go buy a toaster and you take it home and it starts on fire by itself, just sitting there, plugged in, obviously, with, nothing touchy. You pull it out of the box, you plug it in, it just starts on fire, causes a damage or, whatever. Causes, serious damage, maybe fatal, whatever the case may be. You can sue because it's a product that malfunctioned, wasn't built correctly, had flaws, they knew, whatever the case may be, but you can still sue them. You couldn't do it with this thing they wanted everybody taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever, 1,000 times. That just was insanity to me. Complete and total insanity. It was fucking nuts. I was trying to tell everybody, just don't take, just hang on, just wait. There's information that's going to come out. And then all of a sudden, we find out late 2021, they wanted to hide the information for 50 years, and then they wanted to extend the data that they didn't want people to see for 75 years. And then we find out that's not the one they were testing in the first place, and then we find out that it doesn't stop it getting to somebody else. And then we find out it doesn't fucking work, as people were still taking it and people were still getting sick. That's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. Right? I mean, I could go on and on and on and on just how ridiculously idiotic that was. But for many people, it's not your fault. I'm telling you, it's a very powerful, multi-billion-dollar, maybe trillion-dollar marketing campaign. And I've studied marketing, and I've studied advertising, and I've been in it, and I've done direct mail, and I've done this and that. I've designed this and been around. I was a media committee member for the Green Party for over a year. That was fucking brutal. That was torture. Howie Hawkins. This guy never won over 20 times, never won. They picked this guy to be their guy. The Green Party is the party of they got guns in a holster, and they keep shooting their feet every time they walk. It's just the way it's designed. It's the way it, once I stepped back, I looked at it. That party's designed to take progressives or liberals and give them another direction, but it's basically just to it's a control mechanism. Anyway, so back to this. The biggest thing that I'm seeing, though, is nobody's really saying this. Nobody's really stating what I'm conveying. I mean, Byron Donaldson kind of brought it up a little bit when he was there. But let me go to this real quick, and I'll kind of show you. Oh God, yeah, isn't that funny? Look right here. This is kind of funny. And the reason why I'm saying is because the masks, more masks. These are the people. It's like, for fuck's sakes. I feel sorry for that kid. He's probably going to get fucking Kool-Aided. Oh, my God. Right? FDA officials, thousands of excess deaths. Likely if more people don't get their fucking Kool-Aid. I'm just saying. You better get it. Keep getting it. And over and over and over and over again. You know, because the mRNA vaccine is safe and effective, and it is healthy, and it will slow down the transmission of COVID-19 or any type of COVID-19 and all the forms that, you know, the different variants, you know, monotron, megatron, alpha, beta, alpha, ABC, CDA, you know, I'm just saying, get it. Go get it. Get your vaccine, everybody. This is just fucking nuts. But let me get... How stupid you must feel when you finally figure out they methodically are trying to get rid of you off of the planet. How odd is that? Not odd. I wouldn't say odd, but how obvious is that? That you let's just say you pull away from Rachel Maddow for just a hair, just like a minute or two, and you just go, you know what? Let me just not even just Fox. Maybe you just want to watch, you know, Jimmy Dore, or let's just say you want to get with you know, maybe RT or something or whatever, or some other not mainstream media, or The Hill, Rising. These guys have been pretty spot on. They always kind of say, you know, we think it's this or that, but then they go and they kind of tell you what's going on. I mean, that's pretty close to what's going on. But anyway, let me get to the picture I was going to show you. This is just so fucking nuts. It is just so fucking nuts. Yeah, I wanted to show you this one. All right, because this is important. All right, if you guys look at this. This is Steve Kirsch. I've had conversations with him in the past. Nothing recently. He's really blown up as far as getting his message out, and I wish the best for this guy. He's been trying so hard to keep people safe and giving them information that I think is... He's a numbers guy. He's not a doctor, but he's a numbers crunching person, and that's what he's been doing for his life. I don't really know what his actual title is, but he's done well doing it. He's helped a lot of corporations and companies and small businesses and individuals and people out there with making sure that the numbers are accurate. And he's all about accurate, factual numbers. And this is an interesting one because the Embalmer survey of 2023, and you know what those people do. They work with the cadavers, right? Over 75% are still seeing novel, right, like fibrous clots, different kinds of clots, right? These things were never seen before. Rovid came, and the Rovid black scene, the Charlie Delta Charlie isn't interested in investigating in. No, they're not. They're not going to look into this. Just let you guys know, the Charlie Delta Charlie, that is it's a money making corporation. That's what it is. The people that work there get money. They get their money from people like, Fizzer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this is alarming because, after all, it's only in around 20% of the cases, or around 600, only 600,000 Americans that had that stuff. Let's look at this graph here. I want to see what this. I couldn't really see that on my phone, but I'm going to see if I can. It's cool. It's a cool thing about OBS is I kind of open it up. Oh, look at that. See if I can make that a little bit bigger so people can kind of read it. Maybe that's too big. Sorry. Well, let me make this smaller. Why is this so fucking big over here? Anyway. Everybody's probably watching Jimmy. I think he's on. But this is interesting. Come on now. God dang it. There we go. Okay. Make it a little smaller so we can fit the whole thing in there. All right. No, we're still not there yet. Shit. Crap. All right. We're getting close. Yeah, Montauk. Just letting you know. You're at Montauk. Just so you know. All right, people. So here it is. What percentage of in the not alive people in the year 2023 that you have embalmed have had the large, lightest, fibrous, structural clot? Please select only one answer. Wow, look at that. Are you looking at that? That's what you have. If you may not have it, I'm just telling you, if you ever had any, if you did get any adverse bad effects or something, you're probably didn't get it. I was talking to Jordan earlier today. I had a great conversation with him. We were talking about his superpower, but he might go out and ask some questions to some celebrities because he's been in front of Robert F. Kennedy, all kinds of people. I don't know how he does it, but he's out there. But I said it twice. I said, "Did you ever have any problems with not a sore arm for a day or two?" That's about it. Which means you just got the regular. I have the article. It's in my Facebook. It was like late 2020 or early 21. I posted it, and they took it down. But I got it. It's in my computer somewhere. So what these South Korean, I believe, doctors did is they hijacked a couple of pallets of these little containers. I think those are called vials, right? The little cartons and cases. And they had a couple pallets of them. They took them out. They were able to decipher which ones were which, and they were color coded, and they were labeled a number, and there were ages on them in the coding system because there was like a manifest or something that showed you how to go through it. And to give this to these people, you give this to these people. Give it to this demographic, you give it to this demographic, you give it to this demographic. Which means that not everybody got it. They didn't want people to go away too fast and too quick. It was too obvious. It would have been too obvious. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? I hope you are. Because that's what happened. And I mean, think about it. I mean, if everybody took the first one and because 65% of, and like almost 70% of the United States or the world basically took this thing. And imagine everybody the next day is like gone. You think there would be a problem? Do you think the people of the world would start getting pissed off? Oh, fuck yeah. They would be fucking pissed. Pissed. Yeah, you would definitely see some revolting, no frickin' doubt. No frickin' doubt. Anyway, that's Steve Kerf's information. And I think that it's important for people to realize that if you were one of the people that were pushing other people to do this thing and to go do it and to get it and to take it and, you know, drink the Kool-Aid, all I can say to you is this. This is all I can say to you. I can say this right here. I wonder if this is this the right one? What's going on here? No, that's the one. Wait, hold on. Wait, who are these? Who are these really popular people? Now my fucking frames are really gigantic here. Oh, who is this? Oh, okay, who this? All right, so here it is. All right, you were that guy. These two people are identical. Just different times. Right? The difference between the guy on the left and the difference between the guy on the right is just time. They both did the same exact thing to everybody. The same exact thing. Jim Jones, Anthony Fauci. Yeah. You guys get that? Okay. All right. Quick break. Be right back. Aloha noi, aloha, mahalo. Be right back. All right, everyone. I'm back. I like this because this is what's happening. This behind me, you can see. I'd like to maybe set that up, and maybe I can get it on something where I can swing it out. You know, one of those. I think I got that in the box. A holder. I don't think I have the arm for it, though. I'm going to go try to grab one of those in the near future. But anyway, all of the horrific things Democrats said would happen if I became president are happening right now under Pedo Joe. That's it. Charlie, you want to come on? Let me know. Yeah, this is pretty obvious. This is probably the only picture I have of Donald J. Trump in my collage, but there will be more. And the reason why is because I'm no longer being played anymore. Right? I'm no longer being played. And everybody said, oh, it's the same. They're all the same. It's the duopoly. Da, 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 da. It exists. But you need to just listen to one of his rallies. I've listened to 3 of them. The guy slams the RNC constantly. He talks about the rhinos. He knows who they are. He says them by name. Right? He also talks about the party itself is destroyed. Vivek Ramaswamy does the same fucking thing. As I said, Vivek says what Donald can't say, and I'm calling him by his first name, Donald. I'm going to start calling him Donald. So Donald, and the great thing about him is you got to kind of see it from, he doesn't follow the script. He doesn't have a fucking cue card, where to stand, what to say, when to laugh, like fucking Pedo Joe does. He freaking says it from his heart. He doesn't have to listen to people. This is the biggest threat to the duopoly. And what they did to him, they're scared that he's going to come back and reveal all their dirty little secrets. And they are. He's going to pardon Julian Assange, for sure. That's going to happen. Okay, just letting you know, all you progressives, all you liberals out there that are worried about Julian Assange, well, he's going to be free. And I guarantee Julian Assange will be able to live freely in the United States of America. That's what's going to happen. I'll tell you right now. And I guarantee that Edward Snowden will be able to roam free. Within the first year and a half, it's going to happen. I think things are going to change. Now, I'm predicting a lot. I've predicted a lot of things, and it's usually came pretty true when it comes to politics. Now, in regards to like relationships with girls, for some reason, I suck at. I don't know what it is. I suck at it. I'm terrible at it. But the thing is when it comes to politics, I've got all this information in my head, and I kind of make a pretty well calculated claim or prediction, theory. You know, I'm not Nostradamus in politics, but the goal for him right now is to be careful, be cautious, be alert, watch everything, vet, and I'm talking about super. Make sure all the people that are surrounding you, your campaign managers, your people that are giving you information, make sure those people are constantly being questioned. And this is something I really need to get out to. And I kind of have not a straight line, but I've got a friend that just went to Mar-a-Lago and gets to speak and talk with Trump. And he's been there a few times already. And he's just a down-to-earth guy. He's just, it's a guy you can go golfing with. I mean, no, he doesn't play softball right now. No, he doesn't play football or rugby but when he just likes golf. He's this guy that you're going to sit in the cart, you're going to have a good time. Everybody that's talked to him and has spent time with him, he's extremely coherent. He doesn't mumble fucking words. Right? He's stable. I'm not sure if he has a workout program or whatever the case may be, but for his age, he's not doing too bad. But I believe that Snork is correct. I don't really want to see. Well, I'm concerned about that because if somebody's Stork wants Snork. He's been on here. He wants people to 72, and that's it, to be president. And I'm like, well, because he understands dementia and Alzheimer's disease and all this stuff that I believe he had to go through with his father and stuff like that. I get that. Knock on wood. Thankfully, my mom's doing really well. My grandfather was 88 when he passed away. My grandmother was 88 when they passed away. They were just in really old bodies, but they thought and they thinked and they conveyed and they were just extremely witty. They still had, they were able to, there was nothing. Maybe a little forget here, a little forget there, nothing big. But they were wonderful. Just wonderful, good people. And my grandfather on my dad's side, I didn't spend that too much time with him, but I knew he was a hard-working union. He was a great bowler because I bowled with him when I was a little kid. And then my grandmother on my dad's side, Agnes, was just a big Samoan Hawaiian lady. Scared the shit out of people all the time. But anyway, they were wonderful people. Made great food. My grandma and grandpa on my mom's side they made some good food. My grandfather made great chili. That was his forte. He made good fucking, like, from the beginning kind of chili, right? But the food that my grandmother used to make on my dad's side, I mean, you're talking Polynesian food, there's like Japanese and Chinese hints in there of different dishes, Filipino, and then some Portuguese dishes, and stuff that you normally eat and are fortunate to taste in Hawaii. There's a lot of really, just besides the American Italian, American Western, the fried foods and stuff like that's fine, but I'm just telling you, there's some really good food in Hawaii. Other than that, here's the thing. We've all been bamboozled by the mainstream media. They are definitely playing you. They're playing you. They want you to think that Orange Man is bad all day long, all week long, and twice on Sundays, but he's not. He's just a regular fucking dude trying to do his fucking thing. I'm mad at myself for not getting this earlier. But after watching Russiagate, after watching all these trials and him showing up and doing what he's supposed to do, his kids, Eric and Junior and Melania, not Melania, but Ivanka, they've been to all the depositions and answered all the questions and didn't run out, didn't get scared and get, some progressive woman started talking and they didn't just run away like Hunter Biden fucking did. These are the kind of people you want to, which comes to tell you, are these the kind of people you want around running your country? The lack of integrity is just disappearing left and right. And it's completely, in my opinion, completely disappeared with the Democratic Party. It's just gone. And I am going to say this, but when I was a Republican, when I was younger, I hung around with strong, hardworking entrepreneurs, people that, couldn't wait to show off their new car, couldn't wait to show off their new dirt bike, couldn't wait to say, hey, man, this is the new extension I got in my house. I just put in 16-inch diagonal tiles, which I did in my house. It was just compete. But we were happy. We were moving. We were working. We were fucking crushing it. Right? I was with a group of fucking winners. Trump is not a loser. That's for damn sure. He's somebody that they stole something from him. A lot. They're still trying. And the problem is, he's not going away. And the thing that I'm really concerned about, and I'm going to keep saying this, and I was going there, vet, protect, keep your eyes peeled. If he's at a stadium or something like that, watch everything. Do not let these fucking crazy fucks slip past the security, because they'll try. They will try. They are nuts. They are freaking crazy mofos, and they're not who they say they are. They're just not who they say they are, and they've been lying to people forever, and it's really disgusting, right? Really disgusting. Where was I at here? There was something else I wanted to show you. It was down in here. Happy birthday, yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go here I think that's pretty much it on that. Yeah, that was really messed up. That was really sad. I got to play this again because this was so good. I got to play this again. This is fucking amazing. Watch this. fucking amazing. Here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Where's he
Excuse
going?
me, Hunter.
Oh,
Apparently,
whoa.
you're afraid
Where
of
you
my words.
going?
Here
Whoa! Oh.
I'd like to
That kinda
reclaim
was-
my time, Mr. Chairman.
Kind of burst their bubble. Wow, that's too bad.
It's fucking pathetic.
I think it's clear and obvious for everyone watching this hearing today that Hunter Biden is terrified of strong conservative Republican women because he can't even face my words as I was about to speak to him. What a coward.
That gets documented that she officially called him a
That
coward.
was fucking
And now he's
epic.
back out
Thanks,
in the
Doug
hall.
Connector. He's a good kid. He's not perfect, but he's got some good stuff in there. All right, so now let's jump here to the history. There was something else. If you guys want to come on, let me know. Vivek, yeah, good luck debating Vivek. That's all I have to say to anybody. But I wanted to show this because this is something that really is pissing
Deserve
off.
the applause, man. The boys deserve
Watch this lady
show
right here.
any anthem. She is disgrace and embarrassment. I truly have never met someone that
One last insult. Megan Rapinoe does not sing or put hand over heart during her final national anthem. Just this doesn't. That's her right, but you know, people just forget where they come from. Right? How were you able to be so successful? And you know, why didn't you just do it in Spain or back in Cuba or somewhere else?
I truly have never met someone that hates America more than Megan Rapinoe. She is the biggest disgrace and embarrassment to America. And of course, in her final game with U.S. Soccer during the national anthem, she refused to sing or put her hand over her heart. It's just her lack of respect for the country that she plays for that shows her utter entitlement. Not to mention, remember back in 2019 when she vowed to never sing the national anthem or show any signs of respect to America? At least she followed through. But apparently for her, it's going to take a lot for her to stop her constant anti-American hatred, which I will never understand. Because if you hate America so much, why don't you just leave?
So with sports now, USA hockey teams singing their national anthem with no shame whatsoever. Take a watch. Hey, look, man, as a British guy, I'll say this now. The USA have one of the best national anthems out there. Probably
We do.
the best one.
Thank
You know,
you,
when I see
Dehan.
people at events singing that song and you see people...
Thank you. We do. There are people all over the world that are supporting Trump. I'm going to send the link to you right now. Just give me a second. There are people all over the world that are completely and thoroughly understanding the reasoning why they want Trump to be elected this year in 2024 and then inaugurated and then to keep this country strong, keep this country safe, keep this country real, right? You know, me, I miss bacon for $1.99. Honestly, that's really my biggest motivation. It's pretty. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. But I just gotta say, let me just go to Zoom while I send this to Cheryl. Cheryl, it's gonna be on Twitter. I am gonna put it right there to Cheryl, right here. And I just sent it, so when you want, come on in. But I'm just trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to figure out why people think that being patriotic is brainwashed, right? Look, I wasn't in the military very long. I was only in for like a few years, a couple years. I got out, general under honorable, just letting you know, because I wanted to make sure my daughter was okay and things were doing what I needed done for her to be safe, for her to be taken care of, and I think it paid off because she's a tech sergeant in the Air Force and she's kicking ass and taking no prisoners, and she has a wonderful husband, 2 wonderful children. They have their own home, you know. I'm very proud of her. I can't tell you the entire story of what I've done to be her dad and what I've done to for my kids, but you know, we have to remember, like I'm saying about Rapinoe, is people forget where they're from. You know, look, I'm not excited about our military industrial complex and how we've created and started and orchestrated wars for profit and how that's still fucking happening again with Israel and Iran. Every fucking 2 or 3 years, here it comes. And, you know, nobody talks about that, but, you know, you just look in the history books, you can see it. Just look at the old newspaper clippings, you can see it. You know, I'm a little concerned about the Jewish guys that were in those tunnels. That was very strange. They had like a baby thing down there, baby mattress, soiled baby mattress. Somebody was trying, and it appeared to me that somebody was trying to expose that craziness of those Auschwitz Nazi Jews at that hotel or at that wherever synagogue or something they call it. But anyway, so I'm just going to say right now, hey, sure. So the thing right now is I'm very proud. I got a Ducks. I like hockey. I played a little bit of it when I lived in Canada when I was a little kid. All I remember is looking up the sky because I was knocked on my ass most of the time. Little lake hockey here and there when I was a kid in Alaska. But I've always liked that sport because of the physicality of it. And it's not easy. It's not an easy sport, and it's really fast, and it's super dangerous. And I've always liked
I love hockey.
Yeah, hockey's just fucking awesome.
I went to a game. I went to a game one time, the Flyers, and I'm so asked my husband, why they saying watch the puck? He said, oh, we sitting behind the penalty box. I'm like, what? The puck may fly out? I'm like, you crazy? That was a good game. I was fighting. That's when you had Lindros, Brenda Moore, and they were fighting. I'm like, kick his ass, kick his ass. It was exciting. I like it better than basketball and football.
The testosterone level of a hockey game is crazy. And I'm telling you, if you noticed, and I've been to several, I've been to a bunch of freaking games. I can't even count how many hockey games I've been to. But the what they do out on that rink is so fast, so high speed, and I'm telling you, these guys are fucking men, right? And if you watch,
too.
If you watch the women play, and I'm telling you, the women they've got a league out there, and I think they have an Olympic team. They're fucking just as crazy. I mean, like in a good way, right? But And but you can't put them together because then you'd have death. It would just be total death because these guys, they don't hold back on nothing. When you're getting checked and you're getting slammed up against that plexiglass, if you get slammed against the rib, which is where the two plexiglass pieces meet, and there's a frame right there, you're gonna get something's gonna break because it's almost like they're slamming you against a brick wall. So. So all I'm saying is hockey's freaking awesome. Rapinoe, the loser piece of crap, missing an easy fucking goal. It just is, I'm so sick of people trashing the patriotism that I have for my country. I was raised, put your hand on your heart, pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, for which you stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's what I did. Did you do that, Cheryl, when you were a kid?
Yeah, we did that. We had to pledge allegiance to the flag, sing the Star Spangled Banner, and we prayed in school too. That my kids don't know any of them songs or that pledge.
Yeah.
They weren't taught that. That was on purpose.
These people are, these woke, crazy fucking people, they do not understand the reasoning why the country started, for one. Because the thing I saw on this commercial this guy had that, he was like I think it was the guy that who shot at Babbitt. At J6, and he was running for office now. Is that the guy I think I'm talking about? Let me just check real quick. Hang on.
Who's running for office?
No, it was somebody. This black dude. He's just, Democrat. He did a very well, very high, very expensive, well done commercial in regards to J6 that. All our democracy is going away, and these people are, and the way it was portrayed is that all the criminals are, the Republicans, right? But you see inside of there, and I can grab this. I know it's in here somewhere. You see inside of his commercials, they show like the corridor or something, a makeshift kind of Congress hall or something like that, and there's this guy. Waving this flag that says "Don't tread on me," okay? And if anybody understands what that means, it means exactly that. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me.
Okay. Donald Trump on Fox right now at town hall.
Oh, he is. Let's see if Let me see if let's see if I got it on YouTube.
Yeah, he on Fox.
Trump Fox.
Nikki Haley and DeSantis. Christie dropped out. Nikki Haley and DeSantis.
Yeah, he's gone.
Christie was sort of a hot mic. He said she's going to be destroyed before he dropped out the race. It was a hot mic.
Yeah, just seeing him up there is just a disgrace. He's got, and I hate to say this, because I'm not, the most fit person on the planet, but he just got progressive, liberal, Democrat all over him. Do nothing, bunch of talk person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know V had made one debate about that bridge gate. You can't even close the border. You did try to do that when you were the governor in Jersey with that bridge. I was cracking up.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at Trump live. Yeah, but I'm just really tired of these people. Wait, is this a debate? Wait a second. 2024 GOP debate, 5 days till Iowa caucus. Wait, is that what you're talking about?
No, it's Donald Trump.
I would like to ask my friend, Ms. Mace,
Nikki Haley and them at CNN.
Yeah. So Nikki Haley and DeSantis are on CNN for who fucking knows why. It's just, it makes no sense. They have nothing. Well, it's just money. They're putting them out there for popularity to get them there. That's just advertising.
That guy, I can't stand him. He's another Anthony Weiner.
Who?
All he talked about was Trump today.
Oh, yeah.
Trump told us.
Saxon or Askin, Saxons, whatever his name is. He's such a piece of crap.
He is.
And his
He
toupee.
is. Trump owed us $800 now. He was making money while he was in there. He lost money, you idiot. He lost a lot of money when he was president.
Yeah, those are the facts. He lost. He was at He was at 4.3 billion. Went down to 3.8. Right. So he lost millions and millions and millions of dollars just to try to save this country. And he
wanted to testify today as closing argument. The judge told him no.
Yeah. I am telling you, this is so crazy. Today, did you watch Hunter Biden squeal out of there earlier?
Yeah, somebody asked him, what kind of crack you smoke? I was cracking up.
Did that happen today?
Yeah, he was leaving out. And the reporter said, what kind of crack you smoke? He just kept walking.
Oh, my God. I'm telling you, this is it's so. And the guy that's sitting next to him.
They got the video out there. You see the reporter right in front of the reporter's right in front of him. They got coming like, hey, what kind of crack you smoke? I'm like, dang. He was went straight to the point.
You know what's interesting is I think that you know that Eric or is it Don Jr. And Ivanka, they went to their depositions. They went to all their hearings. They didn't run away. They answered all the questions. They were for more than 8 hours every day. All of them. And this guy's there for a couple hours and he fucking scampers off like a scared little fawn. It was so telling. And then they tried it, and then the outside, they've got mainstream media out there just waiting. They try to make it appear like he was doing a noble thing, right? Like he was being abused and beat it back. It's like, dude, you there's so much fucking evidence. The thing that I talked about last night was is that there's so much information that they're withholding. There's so much information that the DOJ, the Department of Defense, the Pentagon, the freaking, you name it, FBI, CIA, you just name it, Homeland Security, CDC, whatever. Just name a fucking department under the Pedo Joe, administration. They've got all this information. They got the laptop. They've got all the information. They know the phone calls. They know who sent what, who sent what. They've got all the files. They got all the documents. But they're not releasing anything. All the stuff that we have is just the stuff we had that the fucking Republicans just had to dig as much as they could to find this factual information, which is really amazing that they were able to get what they did. But the thing is you have the other side that's not cooperating. So I brought up the point. Well, if you really feel confident that he hasn't done anything, right, and everything's fine, right, why aren't you just saying, here's my cards, here's all the evidence to show I've got, I'm going to empty out our files, I'm going to empty out our file drawers, and empty out the evidence cage or wherever you keep all this crap, the vault or whatever, the black vault, I don't know what the fuck they call it. And, and here it is, because you're not going to find anything. But that's not the case. That's not the case. They're hiding so much fucking information, right? They know for sure the guy's guilty. They know for sure Burisma, Bobolinsky, and all these fucking people, everybody was fucking doing this deal. And they were using, and Pedo Joe was in on it, and he spoke to them. and they had that information, and money was sent. This is just the stuff they can find. But I guarantee you, when this thing gets blown up, like, and then this could get really bad. This could get really bad. Well, actually,
And
let's
they
just say
argue, the Democrats argue, y'all still not showing it's side of Joe Biden. Yes, it is.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene, she got some pictures from his phone, and she wanted to put it in evidence. And she had a document where all the banks had the women he was trafficking names in it. And what's that guy named from New York? He like, I don't want to watch no, that's porn. She said it's part of the evidence. You get talking about the bank got the girl's information in here. He was trying to file taxes as a business. Did you know that?
Yeah. No, he used it as he did use it as a business, not tried. He claimed,
No, they said they tried. I don't think they let
that
him.
hiring those people or those young girls from different countries, where he named them as associates, and they were part of his payroll. Right? And then they identified those girls that were the names that he put on there, and some of the names were even written as lies. He's just making up shit. The stuff that this guy gets, it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy.
That's what drugs do to your brain.
Yeah. I sent you this one,
He's
right?
strung out.
What's the president doing?
I think I sent you this one. You'll see it in a second.
What's the president
I
doing?
sent you
If he lives another minute or
who's
two,
the guy in living color?
I think he's doing a good job just living.
In my opinion, he could be
you talking
better.
about
One of the
Wayans
Wayans
brothers?
Yeah, one of the
Remember,
Wayans
but
brothers. Yeah, but
I
I'm trying to
think
remember his name.
it's adequate, you know.
But these
We have more choices.
celebrities are just
What's
like.
the president doing?
Let me just say that
if
the
he
celebrities
lives,
are
the president
scared
do it.
because they know that the Auschwitz Nazis run pretty much everything in this country right now. But they really completely control Hollywood. And they have to be careful.
yeah.
Celebrities have to be careful on what side they take. And if they take Trump's side, they're going to be out of roles. They're not going to get jobs. They're going to not be in motion pictures. You have to do the pedo thing. You have to do the pedo thing, and you have to do the pedo thing with these people because they're a bunch of sick fuckers. And a lot of these people, I'm just telling you, have a lot of information out there. Who's that guy? Pauly Shore did a video, I don't know, like a year and a half, 2 years ago or something like that, where he named names and people and what was happening in the process. It was pretty, and then Corey Feldman, and there's just so many people that want to expose. Yeah, there's so many people that want to expose Hollywood. They are tired of this disgusting sickness that plagues not just Hollywood, but it plagues the country. We have people that are so deeply involved with the trafficking and the molestations and the pedophiles and all this other stuff. It's out of fucking control. And the problem is this Trump is going to stop all that. They're going to stop these sick motherfuckers. That's what they're afraid of.
When he first got in office, he signed an executive order for that, and to take their assets too.
Yeah, his rule, and he absolutely, and I totally did not even know about that until there was one time where I saw that, and it kind of just went over my head. I'm like, okay, well that's cool, but I was still in that mindset of something about this guy, just don't, something about this. But as I look back at it now, what a heroic thing to do. What a very honorable thing to do. What a very moral and ethical thing to do.
Yep.
Right? Because everybody because mainstream media have people moving, they have their mindset moving in a very, and you don't even know it. And this is the problem. You don't even know because they're so good at it. They got you moving in the way of the devil. I'm just going to say it. They have you moving in the way of the demons. They have you moving in the way of just like pure evil. It's just crazy, and then all of a sudden you're there, and you're so absorbed in it, you think it's okay. You think it's right. There are people out there thinking right now that it's okay to take a 12-year-old girl and make her look like a boy and take off her freaking her things. What? It's like, what? I mean, it's just crazy. Makes no sense.
I just saw a picture today. It's a white man with a little black girl. They kissed it like their boyfriend and girlfriend. And that was sick to see.
Yeah, there's some sick shit. There's some sick shit. The biggest the biggest thing that I think they're afraid of is also, I was saying it earlier, is Julian Assange. He's going to pardon Julian Assange. He's going to.
Yeah, he was going to do it when he first got in, but Pompeo told him no.
I know, that piece of shit. And he's going to pardon Snowden too, for sure.
Yeah.
And who's the girl that the guy? He was a guy and then he became a girl because they made him become a girl. So
oh shit.
You know who I'm talking about. I think
Yeah, she's been out of the media lately because the last time they arrested her, she almost committed suicide.
Yeah, because he did. I think they made him do that. I really don't think he wanted to do that. I just had a feeling about that. Who is it? Fucking goddamn
What's his name?
He's sick. But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
now he's got like blondish hair or something, Dirtwater blonde hair and all this other stuff. Yeah, this is just nuts. This is, I mean, Cheryl, come on. We've been doing this Monotalk since 2017. This is fucking just, this is so over the line of lunacy. It's past a circus show. It's past like even a sadomasochistic fucking party, right? It's really that bad. And what people aren't getting is it's taking them down a dark hole and they don't even know it. They don't even fucking know it. They don't know it. I wanted to show you, this is this guy, which I hope you're paying attention to. Let me grab his videos. His name is Govea. He's an attorney, and he's just does a very detailed, well-explained, in layman terms as much as he can, and tells you what's going on in regards to he's an attorney in regards to all the things that happen with the Trump trials, and he's watching all of them, and he explains. I'm just going to play a little bit of it, so you just so you can kind of see what this guy's about. But he's just, it's good to watch because he explains it just basically what's happening.
Miss his Georgia case. Donald Trump submits a motion to dismiss his Georgia case, this one brought by Big Fannie Willis, the RICO charges that really led to nothing so far. We had Sidney Powell take a guilty plea, but led to no conviction since it's a diversion agreement. Same thing with Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, and others who were there, Kenneth Chesebro. But now Trump is saying, you know, my case should be entirely dismissed due to presidential immunity and due to the supremacy clause. And we're back down at a state court level. And so we know that these issues are already on appeal in the DC circuit. So the immunity issue and double jeopardy issue, by the way, are also on appeal in the DC circuit going to the Court of Appeals. And so there's some overlapping issues between presidential immunity at the state level and presidential immunity at the federal level. But supremacy clause is a new argument that we're going to take a look at. So all this is happening. Nancy Pelosi says, really, the federal Constitution doesn't matter all that much. We can really just go see it.
The other part of this is he did one, just a really good one. And you got to see this part because this one's good. And he was talking about, maybe that was the one. Oh, right here. Immunity Trump. Nope. I'm just going to show it. If you can, anybody or everybody that's paying attention will watch it. check out his stuff. He talks about that McLaughlin, or the lady that said she was in the back of Trump's limo, and that said that Trump strangled somebody or something like that, but then found that that wasn't the case. I'm trying to find the name of that person, and I think it's Cassidy. No, it's Cassidy Hutchinson. There it is. That was yesterday. But
Go live button. Which means, as we know, we got to wait for those tubes to fire it themselves up all across the fruited plain of the internets. Before we go ahead and get started, we got some serious
Chelsea
business
Manning,
to attend
that's
to
her
today.
name.
Chelsea
Woo!
Manning. Yeah.
Man, it's going to be a show. We got Clavicle Girl. We got Big Fanny getting Willis. It's going to be good today. All right, so we got some stuff. Let's make sure the tubes are connected. And it looks like they are. That is tremendous news.
So what
Dishing
he
out
shows
funds
in
to her
here,
cronies.
and I was
Prior to
watching
Bradley
most of
and Cassidy Hutchinson, also known as Clavicle Girl, the one who swore in front of the January 6th committee, I'm telling the truth, and then proceeded to give us a bunch of garbage, apparently had a bunch of errors in her testimony to the January 6th committee. We're going to go through it. 15 pages.
You know that Fanny, she's been
of filings
investigated.
that
She's
took place.
been having a relationship with the prosecutor that's prosecuting Trump.
Yeah, he talks about that too, and he does a really good job of explaining it. But they're showing this lady, and you can't see it, but what he's saying is this: there's a lot of errors. Look, that committee, quote unquote, hearing that they supposedly had was such bullshit. Okay, because nobody else was. The defense wasn't allowed to be there. Is that justice? How is anybody watching that and ever saying to themselves, well, this is justice, even though the other side doesn't get a chance to refute or to dispute or to prove their case against these allegations, even though they're not able to be there? This is justice. How could people even think that? That's another one that got me going for Trump, because these people are just fucking... They're just the criminality of these people, and people just to believe it is insane. It's at a very alarming scale. Let's just say that. So Cassidy Hutchinson, the one you're talking about is Trump's Georgia motion to dismiss Jack Smith. Wait, I think he's Wade's Fanny subpoenaed by Wade's ex. There it is, right here. That's what he was talking about. That's what he was talking about.
Just press the Let's Go Live button.
I didn't get the whole thing on this one, but yeah, basically what's happening with
White House on February 28th, 2023. Before the indictment
they found
came
this
down.
out. There's
what
money,
happened?
The guy made
Fannie Willis made an appointment on February 24th, and then on February 28th, she hung out there from 1,800 to 2,300 hours. That's a long meeting. That's like a nighttime party, huh? Wonder what was going on. And who did she meet with? The POTUS, Kamala Harris, saying that they met at the side lawn and the tent, and they released this document on May.
Yeah,
get underway.
But the thing about this...
Phone with your business partners.
He cannot agree to the proposed limitation. Guards.
So the thing about this is, he's made so far, with our tax dollars, Georgia tax dollars, this guy who was doinking Fannie, right? He's made $640,000. He's made a lot of money fucking doing this shit already. Now the other thing is the problem with this now is the corrupt judge decide to seal that, which means he doesn't want anybody seeing any more of it. Now that's justice, don't you think? So that came out. There's definitely bias. You know that the judge was already biased from the very beginning. She even stated it. You know, from the very beginning, this judge already believed that he was guilty. So that's not biased already? It's like, fuck. But anyway.
You talking about the one in New York, the judge in New York?
Yeah, the judge in New York. But anyway, yeah, that was that one too. But here's the thing. I'm just so amazed. I'm just so amazed that if you look at all this stuff, and let's just talk about Russiagate all the way up to now, nothing's happening. They want to value his Mar-a-Lago home as like $640,000 or like $1.2 million or something, when it's actually worth like $60 million of or something. Because it's like prime real estate. Mar-a-Lago is a fucking hotel. It's a hotel. It's not. You can get a Holiday Inn in Florida for $1.5 million. You can't even buy a Holiday Inn in Florida for $1.5 million. And so they're trying to frame him that he didn't report his taxes right, and that he did and all this other stuff, which is all frivolous. Every single fucking thing that they've gone after this guy for is frivolous. And here's the catcher is they're not going to stop. And the problem that I foresee, right, is that they're going to if there's going to be a point where they get so fucking desperate, the global pedo predator class is going to at some point say, you know what, I don't care, just go after the plane, go after the arena, just whatever you got to do, take them down. They're gonna get that desperate, and that's when a lot of people may be collateral damage, and these people don't care. You know they don't. You know fucking Hillary doesn't care. You know AOC doesn't care. You know all these fucking warmongering right piglicans don't care. And these demons, they don't fucking care. They're going to do whatever they can to stop this guy. There are people in Congress right now that are shaking at their boots if this guy is going to get back into office. Shaking, because they know that once he gets in, they're done. It's not just the swamp. I had a meme up earlier, which I thought was a brilliant meme. Not to talk too much here, but you know me, I'm a freaking jabberjaw. The meme that I had up here was very simple. So you can, what was the freaking meme? I got it right here. Dang it. Where was it? And I had it in my head and I lost it. But it's in regards to everything that they're doing and everything that they're trying to do, and that they will when people become desperate, criminality becomes the only solution. You know, something like that.
I'm gonna tell you this one. They were talking about, the driverless cars.
Yeah.
They talking about when people go vote, we can just run them right into the voters going to the polls.
Yeah.
That literally said, I said, these people are crazy.
No, that's what they did to Anne Hesh.
Yeah, that's what I know. Why he did that to her.
Yeah, that's what happened to Anne Hesh. And if you think that I'm full of shit, I can tell you that's what happened. And then she was alive, and then they killed her.
I wouldn't want none of these new cars because they got everything in there. They can spy, they can take control of your car. They took control of her car going 90 miles per hour, and she was not burnt.
Yeah. No,
and had her in a body bag.
They put her in a body bag that she opened herself. She ripped it open.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is people don't even realize that, is they put her in a body bag. Yeah. And they knew she was alive. But here's the thing. All of mainstream media is like, wait, what just happened? Why did that person just get out of that body bag? Is that a zombie? But everybody completely overlooked that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, they killed her. Come on, she in a coma at the hospital. No, they did something to her where she went into a coma.
Right.
Because she was alive. And she wasn't burnt because I saw her blonde hair.
She wasn't in a coma. They wanted to get rid of her. Her and another, I think she was a mayor or a governor or somebody, were working on a child trafficking documentary and there was a lot of people implicated in that, and they were going to expose a lot, and they took her down. That's what happened. And the person she was doing it with, the partner or person she was teaming up to do this documentary with, also had an accident.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's serious. And Hesh documentary. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Documentary. Girl in Room 13, I think it was the movie.
Oh, that was a movie they showed that on Lifetime.
Yeah, but there was another one that they were doing. I'm trying to remember the lady. Larissa, no. Anyway, so that's what happened. She was really going after this. She was exposing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew she was going after something. I know she was in the thing catching child traffickers.
Right. And
so when Trump was in office, they did catch some people, but they ain't showed on the news. I saw it was like in Ohio. They found some children, and they was on there. It was on YouTube on the news and Ohio YouTube page. They showed it, but they ain't showed it on cable news.
Yeah.
They was finding a lot of kids, and they blowing up them tunnels underground. You thinking they earthquakes? They blowing up them underground tunnels. They got down there taking them children to them. Cause I used to be like, where could the kids disappear to? Come to find out they got tunnels.
Right. Crazy.
One girl said she made it to Buckingham Palace in that joint.
Nuts. I'm showing the video now. That's crazy. And it says right there, Anne Hesh wakes up in body bag. What the? How is that?
They have it right there.
Yeah, I've got it on. It's on freaking YouTube. And how are you not questioning this to be like probably something that you may want to look into a little bit more?
Right.
Because you don't just put somebody in a body bag. It doesn't fucking happen unless they've been dead for a good long fucking time, right? I mean, I've seen interviews with coroners, etc., right? But here comes, right here, here comes. There she is. She rips it open, and she's out. And this was shown on national television. Look at her.
No, it was live on national TV.
Yeah.
And nobody questioned it.
And nobody questioned that. How is... all I have to say is this is very telling of where the news is and what they are. They are a cover. They are just a cover for
the deep state.
For the deep state. For the global predator class, aka deep state, aka World Economic Forum, BlackRock, Vanguard, these sicko just nuts. That's all. That's what they are. And people don't understand that they are that's what's running these Democrats. They're all, and there's a few Republicans. I'm just telling you, there are a few Republicans out there that are bought and sold. They're out there. Don't say they're not, because they're out there. But I would say I'd say there's. I always say all the Democrats are all in. They've all committed.
Oh, yeah,
they've all signed their soul. They've all, with their blood, signed the contract with the devil. They're done. They've all done it. Now, there are some Republicans that say, well, fuck that shit. I don't want a fucking unelected globalist, sicko, predator class piece of shit running my fucking country or this planet. And they get it. But then there are some that have already given their signed blood signatures to this fucking place, or these people, because they've been to the Davos meetings, right? They've been to these. They've spent lots of time with Klaus Schwab and Yuval Harari, not just showing up to talk about this or that. They've spent time with them. You know, they get coached by them. These people are out there. And hopefully Trump can stop this, because I really need him to start talking about how he's going to, and I don't think he's going to right now, just to kind of let you know, I don't think he's going to actually attack verbally right now against the World Economic Forum. I don't think he's going to. I think that he knows the influence they have. He knows what they're capable of doing. He knows their ties. So right now it's not a good idea. So I think once he gets in, he's gonna unload on that fucking place. And the who.
Hey, you remember this? He was only there a year, and he called the Republicans out. Madison Cawthorn, he was a young U.S. representative, and he came. I don't know. You might call it. He came out and said they around there messing around with children and all this stuff. He's talking about down there in the cat room. And McConnell told him, "You don't tell our dirty secrets. We gonna make sure you're a one-term congressman." And they sure enough did. He said they be having sex all in that place.
Yep, he did.
And Benny Johnson just interviewed him.
Well, good.
He got out of Washington. He lives in Florida. He walked in on somebody having sex. I'm like, what? I said, I hope they sanitize in the rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he better watch himself.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just saying, these people they're fucking nuts. If you watch them today, the circus that happened, and I'm still playing.
During that hearing?
Yeah, the hearing.
Yeah, the Democrats are really pissing me off. They really were. And every time I turn around, Trump name comes. This isn't about Trump. This is about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden.
Yeah. That's what I kept saying.
And like I said, New York City wouldn't be where they're at if Trump didn't have them towers out there. He helped New York make money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I look, I let me just see if I got a response here. I actually put that in Twitter at some point here. I indicated.
I wonder where Don King is. Don King used to always be around Donald Trump, but that little flag in his head waving it behind Donald Trump's head.
Yeah.
He hasn't been around him for a while.
He hasn't been around. And I think I'm trying to look for the thing I posted.
But he hates black people. He's racist.
I know, it's funny.
Oh my God. But my people, they just don't remember. Don King was around him all the time. And other black folks.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, what I pointed out was what you're saying is I sent kind of information to. I'm trying to find it, but stuff gets lost in Twitter for some reason. Either it's shadow ban, I don't fucking know what's going on. But I sent pretty much just this message to them that they need to point out that they want to make it about Trump. We're talking about Hunter. They want to they want to excuse him for not following the order to the subpoena that was requested, and then and the thing that I want the Republicans to point out, not just that stuff, but one of the most important things is to let them know that the information that is being presented during a deposition and the information that you're able to obtain from a deposition, which is usual process, compared to just coming in and just having 2 to 3 minute sound bites, which is what they want for it to be public. They don't want to do the deposition because it's about time. They'll have more time to ask a question, a backup question, and then a related question, and then you know what I'm saying? And that's all recorded. So if they have more time with him, right? They can get him saying, "I plead the fifth. I don't recall," stuff like that, which they're going to do anyway. But the reason for the deposition, which is always important to have, is you have more time to ask follow-up questions, or let's just say it's a question that you ask, but he answers in the way you didn't expect. So then you can change your question and say, wait, you just mentioned somebody else here. Who's that? And how does you see what I'm saying? But you can't really do
I know
that.
all about depositions and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I know you do, but I'm just in case people are watching, if they ever do, which they sometimes they do. That's the reason for the depositions. Is it's a much more thorough questioning process for sure, and it takes more time. Which this guy obviously he would have ran out of that deposition as he ran out today, and they didn't even fucking question. They didn't even ask him a goddamn thing, and he was sitting as just an audience fucking member. And the guy and that little piece of crap, scaredy little fuck, ran out. Just ran
He probably
out.
Needed a hit.
Yeah, as soon as he goes, man, I'm binging, bro. Get me out of here. I gotta get it. And I will get. This is what's gonna happen. Of course, mainstream media is gonna make him look like a hero. He ran out. He was being abused, and like it's just gonna be. It's ridiculous, of course, on that side. But in his mind, because he's pretty fucked up. I mean, his brain does not work well at all.
No, he's a drug addict.
Yeah, and I believe, and I'm telling you, he might just. They might put him on fucking 24-hour watch right now. That might be a good idea, because this guy, he might, off himself. I'm just saying, because he's so weak, and he's so extremely when you're addicted and you're just so you see what I'm saying? You're in that place where the guilt is, he doesn't feel it now, but the disappointment guilt, and then there's other things that are starting to that are going to build up. And I think, and just saying, this could be a way to make this go away. I want people to understand that. And I thought about this today when he ran out of the courtroom. I go, so if he's gone, who are they going after? This could stop it all. You see what I'm saying? Like, disappear, maybe use a body double or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know if they would continue the case knowing that this kid accidentally drove off a cliff.
He ain't no damn kid. He's a grown damn man.
I know. He's a grown damn man. Exactly. But he's like a little child. He's scared.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality that you can have when you fucking do drugs all your goddamn life. So that's what happens. But I think that could be one of their solutions, which I wouldn't put it past them. They'll get rid of their own. Just to make something go away. You couldn't put it past Hillary Clinton, to chalk up another one in her bags that she has, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, could you see that happening? I can totally see that happening.
What?
Hunter all of a sudden just disappearing. Oh, he's gone. We don't know where he went. I think they're
I
watching
wouldn't
him,
be surprised.
though.
He might go to Bali where Russell Simmons at hiding now because they don't have extradition.
Well, I think, you know what I think, though? I think they're watching him. I guarantee you he's being followed. He's being tailed. They're watching his house. They're watching where he's at. They're gonna find out what this guy's doing. They're gonna get. If I was the right, and if I was in that courtroom, and I was, just say if I was Comer, right? I would follow that guy home. I would watch his every action, because I guarantee you he's going to light up. I guarantee you this is going to get to him, and he's going to break, and he's going to... Because, he did it just recently and left his freaking bag of cocaine just the other day. Isn't that fucking crazy? How is that? This is the thing that gets me the most, and I'm gonna fucking go and say this because it gets me the most on that. This is the thing that really gets me the most. Is we just watched a crack addict go into Congress and run away.
Yep.
We saw him come out to Congress, was supposed to go in, blurted out a bunch of stuff to the mainstream media, and ran away again before that. And then we saw a guy that we know has a fucking serious crack cocaine addict problem who had cocaine inside of the fucking White House. And for everybody was like, yeah, whatever. But is anybody really? This is crazy. This is what my other show is about: integrity, honor, respect. These things that people don't have anymore. I just don't see it. I've witnessed it at jobs. I've witnessed it in public. I'm not saying here. Most of the people here in Missouri are wonderful. Virginia too, but there are some people out there that you will encounter. Most of them, maybe they're, had the Kool-Aid boosters, 3 times. I'm just saying there are people like that, 3 or 4 times, and those people definitely you can't trust. I am telling you right now, you can't trust them because they can't trust themselves. They're gone, and it's going to get worse once they find out the numbers. Like the numbers I had up before in regards to Steve Kirsch and the 600,000 cadavers, people that are gone that had that clot stuff in them. Once they start realizing that the stuff that they have in their bodies is methodically and slowly destroying them, and once they realize that that's the fact and it was purposely done, people are going to get crazy. I'm just saying that because when everything gets exposed, and it's going to happen when Trump gets in office, he's going to release it all, right? And everybody's going to realize, and this is also their biggest concern. It's going to cause chaos because these poor people that believed Rachel Maddow, that believed Anthony Fauci, that believed Zelensky, that believed Joe Biden, that believed Kamala Harris, and all these fucking people, they're going to be so pissed off. They're going to be fucking pissed. The Democratic Party has, in my opinion, created the biggest, I think, backwash. Not backwash like in your mouth, but if you've ever been to the beach and sometimes the water will go up the sand, the crashing wave will go up the sand and then come back down and go in the other direction of the waves, and they'll come together and crash. It's called it's not a riptide, but it's like backwash. But anyway, this is going to turn around and bite them in the butt so fucking bad. It's going to happen. People are going to be pissed. I already know. I can already tell them. You've been played. You've been fooled. You've been screwed. You should be fucking livid as hell. I don't know why you're not out on the streets protesting. It makes no sense to me. But once they really realize what's happening and they really get it and it comes out and they see it, it's on documents, on paper, it's like right in front of it. It's notarized, whatever the case may be. There's going to be some fucking chaos. What do you think? You think these people are just going to be, no big deal. I'm dying. It's okay. I'm a Democrat. It's okay. I get it. I fucked up. I'm just going to, whatever. I mean, what do you think? What do you think these people are going to do when they finally get it?
Oh, but some of them, they're not going to get it.
No. I know that. But the people that do, and it's going to be a big chunk of them. And a lot of them are now. I see them on TikTok. I see them everywhere. They're popping up out of the woodwork going, what the fuck just happened? How could I have been so stupid to buy a toaster that fucking as soon as you plug it in explodes and blows my house down? Why would I even fucking do that? Because you were scared into doing it. Because you were marketed to do it. You were advertised. You were fucking and everything. But what I'm saying is that
I've
there's a
seen
group.
people do videos apologizing to Trump. I'm so sorry, Trump.
Yep.
I went and did my research, and I'm going to vote for you in 2020.
I've already said that here. I'm
Yep.
just telling you. And
Yep.
and I'll keep saying it because I am telling you, it is amazing that there are people out there right now that haven't put all this together and said, and I'm not just talking about Trump, I'm talking about when 2020 started. There are people out there that for some weird reason cannot, will not, refuse to even look at evidence. I mean, if you said, hey, by the way, I'm going to show you that can of Sunkist soda. I got one up right now. Right? And which I don't usually, this has taken me a week to drink. Sunkist soda.
You should be drinking it all anyway.
No, I got it from work thing. Anyway, it's been in my refrigerator forever. I just thought I'd just pop it open. And I take like a little sip every once in a while.
They had a no, that's saying to arms. I was saying.
Yeah, but anyway.
So
the thing is that it's just really amazing to me that they're just not, they don't want to wake up. They just don't want to wake up. They don't want to.
I'm so glad you woke up, James. You kept saying, I saw him do this, and I said, okay.
Yeah. No. Well, I had some.
But you had to do your research.
I really had to dig a lot harder because I thought I digged it. I was going off, and this is important, and I think this is important. I was going off the notion, and it wasn't Orange Man bad because I know the guy had been screwed. The election at that point, I was still saying they stole the election from him. I knew that right off the bat. I was all for.
Right, I knew that too.
Yeah, I was all for Stop the Steal. I was so fucking for Stop the Steal because I said there's no fucking way this guy is having 12 people at his rally and this guy's having 12,000 people at his rally that he fucking won. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Right? And then I knew the Russian year was bad and I was just like, this just isn't making sense. But the more recent thing, and during that time I didn't like where he was as far as the Mary, Roger, Nancy Alpha Kool-Aid, right? And how he got that out and how he was into that. But then I asked myself, and this is the catcher, because I've sold cars before, and I am good at selling cars. And you're not selling, when you're selling something, you're not selling the product. People think that's the case. You're selling yourself. They don't want to buy anything from somebody they don't trust. That's just the way it works, right? So for some reason, I guess people just trust me enough to say, okay, I'll buy it from you because you seem like a nice guy. Whatever. Okay. But the thing is I know that Fauci is a better salesman than Trump. I know he is. Because he's been doing this longer than Trump. He's been selling these genocidal bioweapons for far longer than Trump has. And he, at that point, was able to get, this is how they do it. They got people from all over, professionals, and this guy and that guy, bombarding Trump with all this information. You know what? It's not. Well, you just need to do this. And I'm telling you, this is the way it is. And Trump one day said, you know what? Just to be safe, let's fucking do it. And I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to go with it. Right? And I'm going to tell people it's okay. I don't like what he did with Bill O'Reilly. He was with Bill O'Reilly, and they were like, hey, did you get the thing? And yeah, I got the thing. Did you get it? Yeah, I got it. And they were all happy about it. Right? It's almost like they were selling it. It was kind of, I didn't like that. And I think that may have been part of it, but still, the thing that really got me was knowing that Fauci is a great salesperson. Trump will do a deal. He's all about the deal. But the thing is the one that really got me was when he was on Megyn Kelly, and Megyn Kelly was interviewing him, and she started talking about the boot, the mRNA Kool-Aid, and she said, I am blah blah injured. I am injured, right? I said back. I got to be careful talking about this shit because these guys are watching me like motherfucker. You know, I'm on my 7th freaking YouTube channel. But she said that, and usually Trump is, I got the answer. I'm going to tell it to you now. Here it comes. He paused, and I've never seen that. Because I don't think they rehearsed this, or she was going to tell him this. Because I think she wanted his gut reaction, and he's just, I was going by, and then he explained where he was at. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't clear, but that's all he had at the time. He didn't have anything, right? You see, he didn't have a rehearsed answer. He didn't have something that could counter what she was saying. He didn't have it, and he knew it, and it was a very telling thing that he got bamboozled, and I guarantee you, he's very upset about that as well. I guarantee you, he's that picture of that mugshot. There's a reason why he fucking said all that. Why he's pissed off. I'm telling you. Yeah, we gotta.
I don't think he got that vaccine. No.
No. I don't think they gave it to him. I don't think they were gonna give it to him. I think they may have given him something. Maybe they gave him just a regular Johnson & Johnson, which a lot of people got.
No, they ain't give him that. They gave him, I think it was something beginning with an R when he was in the hospital. They gave him that. And this lady, when Mike Rivera was on, she called in from India. And she said, we were taking that the whole time. We didn't get that vaccine.
Now I know what you're talking about. Remdesivir?
Yeah. No, hell no.
Remdesivir is like that's the poisonous stuff, right?
Yeah, it was making with an R. That's what they gave Trump in the hospital. And this lady called Rivera. He retired. He stopped being on the radio. But she called in and said, all of us took that in India. We didn't get the vaccines. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think he did. I'm trying to remember. Maybe they got some. What type of thing did Trump take? Reveals Krabos. He got the. He said he got the Pfizer. He got the Pfizer. He said he got the Pfizer. I can say that.
I don't think he got that Pfizer.
No, yeah. Well, all I'm saying, just so you know, I don't. I think a lot of people didn't get it. Cheryl, you know that. I think a lot of people.
Congress made them exempt from the beginning. They didn't have to get it. But if they did get it, they had a saline solution out there too.
Yeah, there was definitely saline involved. There was definitely B12 involved. There was definitely a lot of people that, and I would guarantee to this day that I don't believe that Tom Hanks ever got anything. And I would say the same thing about every celebrity, The View, just everybody that they needed as tools. Even Travis Kelce, who plays tight end, who got $20 million to push this thing, this crap onto people.
He makes me sick.
He didn't get it either. I am just saying there's tons of people out there, and I keep putting this out. I keep putting this picture out because people are going to want to know one day. They're going to say, you know what? I know you say you've had it, this and this and that. You've never been ill or sick or did this and this and that, or you have been or whatever. But we're going to find out who these people are. I just need to find somebody that will get, that can create this test. Because I want to know who took it. And don't you want to know, Cheryl, who did and who did not?
What test?
Okay.
You talking about the COVID test?
No, I'm not talking about the COVID test. I'm talking about a test to see if you actually took it.
I told you they gave it to Walensky. They said you had saline.
We don't know. How do you know?
Didn't get that.
How do you know?
Well, I know. You ain't been seeing her around on TV, have you?
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying, What I'm saying is, but I want to know who actually got it.
They need to test. They need to test all of them and see if they had saline solution.
No, it's in the system. They can't. Testing the vials now wouldn't work. You need to find a way to go inside of the body because it's deep. This thing attaches to your DNA, man. We're talking pretty bad shit. And the thing is, or something close to that, I'm not sure. But the thing is we need to find out who actually got it. Does that make sense? Because if we find out who actually got it, then I can prove my point that it was labeled, because that's the way a few people have already said. It was numbered. Not everybody got it. They targeted certain demographics and certain areas in certain states and certain regions. And then you could also make the claim that all these celebrities that keep pushing this thing, sports figures, celebrities, politicians, whatever, they keep pushing this crap. You could also have them take this test to detect if they actually took it themselves. And then when you find out they didn't, then you're saying, so you want me to take something you never took? Right? And how did you know you didn't take it? You see what I'm saying? This would reveal everything. This would reveal...
And they never wore masks either. They only put it on for TV, for theater.
Yeah, well, the masks is... When you have something in your body, let's just say...
They could do a blood test and find out if...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure what process they would use, but that's what I'm saying. So let's just say everybody said they got an implanted chip in their body, right? And some people would say, no, you didn't. And I go, yeah, I did. Let me show you. I'll show you the X-ray. I'll walk through the X-ray machine and you'll see the chip. And that's it. Then you know they take the chip. And then some people would say, oh, I took the chip, and then they walk through the X-ray machine and they didn't get the chip. They were full of shit. This is what this is what needs to be proven. I want to know the people that took it. I think they gave something to Trump, right? And they gave something to O'Reilly that they took it and nothing happened. Because I know that people that have had it that didn't have a really good time days after, weeks after. They were just not well. And then that's like the last time they fucking took that thing. You know, but what I'm saying is it's and like I said earlier, there was a team of South Korean doctors, virologists that hijacked a pallet. Somewhere in my Twitter or somewhere in my Facebook, but there was an article that came out. It may have been Best News, I'm not sure. But they hijacked a couple of pallets, a few hundred thousands of bottles, right? And they tested it. They were able to see, all they were seeing is if any of them were saline or B12, and if any of them had any, because they couldn't test for the Mary Roger Nancy Alpha. They couldn't test for that. They didn't know how to do that. But they did find bottles that had saline. They did find bottles that had B12. They did find bottles that had a different mixture. They couldn't tell, but it was different than the other mixtures. You see what I'm saying? But they were all labeled the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, but I have to say, I don't really care about whether they got it or not. They lying. And
We don't know.
I just want them to do their damn job and stick of these damn hearings.
No.
Something.
Yeah, but.
And Marjorie Taylor ready to do another hearing about the vaccine. Oh, the V injured.
Okay, so
why?
Okay, hold on. So here's the thing. You have a person that's in Congress right now, right? And he says, I never took it. I didn't have to. I'm in Congress. There are congressmen, House representatives, and senators that have admitted I didn't fucking take it. Most of them are fucking Republicans, definitely. And there's just a few of them here and there. And then you have some people that said, "Oh, I took it, and I took this one and that one and the next one."
I know Rand Paul said he didn't take it.
Yeah, right. So here's the thing. But what I'm saying is, would you trust that person that sold it to you, told you they took it, and that they were trying to get you to take it as well, and then find out that they didn't at all? It's not in their system.
I knew they didn't take it because that's what pisses me off. They didn't take it. They did not take it.
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
They made them exempt. They
Sure.
made them. They know what was in that stuff. This was planned way before Trump ran for office.
Yeah, they know. They
Yeah.
know. Yeah, they know.
They knew.
But I want to know for sure. I want solid, provable evidence that Tom
That don't
Hanks
make
is
me
full
a
of crap.
difference. I don't care whether they had it or not. They need to do something. Stop the thing. Just stop it. They're still pushing it out there.
That's
Stop
what I'm
it. 'Cause
saying. This would
people
stop
are dropping dead like crazy.
Yeah,
Just
this
rather know
would
whether they
stop
got it or not. That don't mean nothing.
It does. It means they're full of shit. Tom Hanks is the first guy that said, "Oh, I got COVID," right? He's the first guy. Him and his wife got it, and then America's boy, and then he went out and got his Kool-Aid, right? He went out and got it immediately, and then he said he did it again and again. But what if we find out he never took it? What if we find out all these?
Because he'd been gone.
Yeah, but
he was having taking saline solution because Bob Saget took it. That's why he dead now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We don't really know. What I'm saying is this for sure proves he's full of shit. This for sure proves all the people that said and bragged for you to get it and boasted it and pushed it and marketed and advertised it, and then they said they got it, but then we find out they really didn't. Those are the people you don't trust. Those are the people you don't take seriously anymore.
I don't trust them when they was advertising it, so I don't care if they had it or not when they advertising it.
Yeah, but let's see.
I don't care whether they had it or not.
Yeah, okay.
They advertising going.
But all of the people let me just say, I would say that most of the Democrats that are in high positions of the political.
And Nancy got it. She wouldn't even be here. She already had so many strokes.
Yeah. But that would say who's lying and who lied about it. Do you think Anthony Fauci took it?
Hell no. And Biden didn't either.
How do you know if he didn't take it?
He didn't take it. That needle didn't go as long as he's on TV. And then Biden did it with the fake Oval Office.
But how do you really know?
Over Office set. That needle ain't going his darn arm.
Yeah, I did.
And as he took so many, and he had a lot of shots. How he's still walking around?
I did a show about him going on. I did a few of them. So what he did is he came on TV a day after, and he said, "Yeah, I just got it," and he patted the wrong shoulder. He reached over to the wrong shoulder that he didn't get it at. And everybody's like, "Wait, that's the wrong shoulder." Because, I felt some pain on the shoulder. And then he puts his arm on the wrong shoulder. On the wrong shoulder. And I proved that, and I think I think I got a hit for that, one of my things out. But the thing is now, is I want to know. Because I want to know who was bullshitting everybody. I want to know. And I think it's important for everybody to know. Because, look, I can sit here and I can definitely tell you that I don't think that guy took it. I don't think that chick took it. I don't think that. But I don't know for sure. I want to know the people that were telling everybody to do it, that were pushing everybody to do it, that were mandating everybody to wear the mask, the lockdown, right? I want those people to show me their proof that they followed their own recommendations that they were telling everybody else. Because then what that's going to do, that's going to tell everyone that they were lying to you from the start. Yes, we know who the liars are. But what I'm saying, this is unequivocal proof. This is scientific, unbiased scientific proof. Science is kind of blown out of proportion.
And what is that? What's going to happen if they find out? There's a lot of people still asleep.
No, they're gonna that'll be all over the place. That you would tell everybody. No, this is the way. This is what you do. So you create this test. You know it works. It's been proven to show that you've had it. And then so you tell somebody, you go, hey, how many did you take? Oh, I took 4. I'm on my 5th, right? I just took my 5th. And you'll go, oh, really? You want to see if you really took it? Here, why don't you just spit on this thing? Right? Let me swab your mouth real quick, and I can tell if you took it or not. You want to do that? No. Why don't you want to do that? You said you took it. You see what I'm saying? You're catching these people in the lie. That's what I think needs to be done. If nobody does that, we're going to be screwed, because we're going to find out that everybody that pushed this thing, we're talking hundreds of thousands of celebrities and politicians and sports figures, et cetera, we're pushing people towards this crap. And if we have that process that's easy to detect, that will definitely detect, you can say, hey, bro, you're full of shit. And everybody with you were full of shit. So you guys lied while all of us had to take it. Does that make sense? You're proving completely and unequivocally that they lied. You're not just going off of, the suspicion, or you think they didn't, or you're making an accusation, or a theory. This is unequivocal, absolute, total truth that stuff is in their system. And they actually took it, or it is not at all. This is what needs to be done. If you find out all these people that said they did but didn't, then you have a big problem. Because if they said they took it, then where did they get it from? Did some of the vials actually just have saline solution? Did some of the vials just have B12? Did some of the vials have the old vaccine that didn't have anything in it? I'm going to have to get rid of this I'm going to have to move this show anyway. But the proof that I'm telling you could completely expose how huge this scam was. Even though you and I know, and a lot of people, mostly Republicans, know the scam, right? But this pins them down, saying, hey, looks like you just swabbed and it popped up green, man. It popped up green. It shows that you didn't take it, right? Green, red means bad, green means good.
I wouldn't trust no Q-tip swab test at all.
See, I know, and some people.
COVID test,
yeah.
that COVID.
No. Whatever. A saliva, you spit into a cup, whatever to make it.
You can't get enough from that. You draw blood.
No.
I get blood.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you can get out of a. Here's the thing I'm saying. Because it's DNA and it's so close into the DNA, it might come in. It should be able to be picked up through spit. That's all I'm saying. So it'll unequivocally, without a doubt, and I'm not a virologist, I'm not a scientist, I'm just saying that it would, if you had somebody that was to create that, and I'm not talking about Pfizer making it or Moderna or some big pharmaceutical company. I'm talking about some doctors and virologists getting together, finding a method that actually works, creating it, and probably you don't want to make it in the United States, they'll probably ransack the place, but somewhere else where you could make this test, or something that would indicate that would indicate that you have it or don't have it. Something, and it doesn't even have to be.
And I wouldn't trust the person that made the test either.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't do that either, because you want to know where that test comes from. Who's made the test, where did it come from, who created it. Like if it's American Frontline Doctors that created the test, if it's Dr. David Martin in it, there's a few others, McCullough. I'm not really big on Malone, honestly. He's cheesy to me. He's cheesy to me. But there's a bunch of people out there that could probably do this, make it so that it's easy, quick, and efficient. And maybe you could use a hair. Maybe you could just, use, like a hair, because it's in your DNA. Maybe a piece of skin. I mean, the technology they have nowadays is pretty amazing. So that, I think, still needs to be done, because it's really going to really reveal if it's done unbiasedly, if it's done with people that we can trust that created the thing, right? Knowing that it didn't come from Big Pharma, didn't come from the Pentagon, it didn't come from, you know what I'm saying? But we know that it came from a place that we all could trust, and that it has been proven, and other doctors and virologists have proved that it also does what it says it's supposed to do, clearly and efficiently and unequivocally and factually, then yeah, I want to see Tom Hanks take that test. I want to see Jimmy Kimmel take that test. I want to see Stephen Colbert take that test. You know, I want to see Biden take it. They probably gave it to Biden just to get rid of him anyway. I want to see Kamala Harris take that test. You know, I want to see Donald Trump take the test. Right? I want to see I don't care. I want to see everybody take that test to see who did it, who's got it, who doesn't. Because I'm telling you, there are people out there that have it in their systems, and they're not going to make it very long here on this planet. And then there are people that are concerned that they've had it, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe they were lucky enough to get that label that said you don't have it. Does that make sense? Because I think people need to know this. I think people need to know. I think that would be good.
We're never going to find out. Because I was watching,
Yeah.
I caught Dr. Drew today on he was interviewing Rob Schneider. They're going to say, oh, we should just give them amnesty. I mean, what the hell are you talking about giving them amnesty? They murdered people. Something about Fauci and them.
Yeah, no.
Give them amnesty and we all get along. Oh, no. People were murdered.
Is that what Snyder was saying? Get along?
Yeah, but Schneider and Dr. Drew.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but that's just
I
stupid.
said, these are RICO charges. Dr. Martin even said that.
Yeah, Dr. David Martin's.
Amnesty, you don't let nobody get free.
No, nobody.
They murder people. My cousin died from that crap.
Yeah, and I know people that are no longer on my Facebook. A bunch of them.
Yeah, she had got that fast cancer they talking about.
Yeah.
She didn't get time to get chemo.
Yeah. Yeah, it all played into all that. It helped big hospital, big pharma, big psychology, everything. And then you're gone. And then they made their money. You know, that's the way it works.
Yeah.
The thing is
And they don't give them no darn. I can't believe they said that. I said, I know I ain't just here, but that's what I heard. Yeah, we ain't give them amnesty and we all get together and get along. No, Well, not when you're talking about murdering people.
Yeah,
No.
I saw on there. He had the day before, which I thought was good, is he had James Corbett on there. Wasn't a lot.
Oh, my buddy James Corbett.
Yeah, Dr. Drew had Corbett on, I think, the day before, a couple of days before. It was very well done. And I was talking about it last night, that it really seemed like Dr. Drew was looking up at James Corbett. In other words, admiring and respecting what he was saying. Which Dr. Drew will kind of give you that, you're just, I'm here just to fucking interview. I don't really care. But he was really tentative, and he really gave James Corbett the time of day, which I thought was pretty cool. So, and that's good. Also, it gave James Corbett a bigger platform, right? You go on that show, Dr. Drew's got a big following. It doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Russell on Jimmy Dore?
Oh.
Due Dissidence. You ever see Due Dissidence?
No.
No, Due Dissidence. It's kind of like Due Dissidence kind of reminds me of an older Convo Couch, but with some guy my age named Russell, and I think they're both Jewish. Mm-hmm. And then Keaton, that's definitely a Jewish name. And he's in there, and they talk about, lots of political stuff. They don't really go over stuff that we talk about. But he filled in, Russell, these out of nowhere people. He filled in for Jimmy Dore, and he did a pretty good job. Okay. He did a pretty good job. Yeah. Do you want to see who they are? I'm going to show you. Let me show you who they are, just so you know. But I'm just letting you know I'm going to get going pretty soon because I've been in here for a while. But I'm going to show you. Let me just show you who they are. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm just going to history because I watch them every once in a while, just to kind of keep up on the politics things. You see what I'm saying? Nothing like the stuff that we talk about and discuss, Best News and all these other articles and stuff like that, it's way past them. They're trying to catch up. Jimmy's still close, but all I'm saying is it's gonna be a while. Here it is, right? Due distance right here. These two guys are here.
Joe Biden commemorated the occasion with his kickoff speech of 2024, right? Not his first campaign speech of the campaign, but his first big speech of the new year. We're going to be playing more of this on the Jimmy Dore Show tomorrow. But for now, let's play a part of this that zeroes in on Donald Trump's affection for dangerous foreign leaders.
Look at the authoritarian leaders, dictators. Trump says he admires. He out loud says he admires.
Yeah. I never saw them before.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, I saw my pastor do it on there.
Who is that guy? Jamal? Remember Jamal? Jamal?
Jamal Thomas?
Yeah, Jamal Thomas.
Yeah, I don't think he's with his wife anymore.
Yeah, I think he just went down the wrong path, man, that guy. They were together for a while, him and his wife, right?
He's doing a lot of traveling overseas, and I'm like, where's his wife? They normally do that.
That relationship made sense. Mine recently didn't. But anyway, who is that guy? Mike Figueroa? These guys kind of remind me of Jamal and Mike Figueroa together. It's kind of, I'm really concerned because there's people out there, and this is what I'm trying to stop, Cheryl. There are people out there saying, don't vote. Don't do anything. It's all still rigged. You know, yes, I agree. A lot of that shit is rigged. You're seeing it happen from a lot of states that 2020 was rigged. But they're going to do whatever they can this time around to keep it from being fucking a total circus, which good luck, but still. I'm always the guy, I've never not voted. I've always had to, in my gut, as an American, as a patriotic American, as a person that loves the country and its people, not so much the government, right? I find it's an obligation for me. I think it's an obligation for me to choose. You know, if you don't have, you know, and I remember the, you know, picking the lesser of two evils, the way Trump and Biden were painted. I kind of went in that direction, but that can't happen this time. This is totally different.
Hey, I got something to tell you.
Oh, go ahead.
I found out last night.
What?
You remember Sandusky, right?
Yeah.
He's related. They all related. He's related to the Rothschilds. And you know that little organization he had for the children? Guess who sat on the board? Obama, Bush, I think Joe Biden. Yeah, they all sat on the board, and they got out of it right before he was being charged and going on trial. They all related. Yes, I found it out last night from the bishop I listened to. I watched. I was like, oh my God, I knew Sandusky had something to do with Washington. So that's a big ring.
That is.
Yeah, Sandusky. He related to the Rothschilds.
Go
he named all these different names they had before. Because they changed their names a lot.
Go figure. Isn't that crazy? This bloodline thing is real. I don't know why people don't get it.
People don't get it.
Well, it's so obvious. That's the problem. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
I
sent you a video.
Which one?
It's from it's a former CIA agent, and he was saying, in 2008, they was talking about this guy. He had control of all our national intelligence, like the CIA and everything.
Was that Stu Peters?
He said later on,
was that the Stu Peters or?
No, not Stu Peters. It's the news. I think I had to send it to you through Telegram. And he was like 2008. He was running for president. His name was Barack Obama. But he was here on a student visa. I told you he wasn't. I'm from the United States.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have even ran for president. Well, anyway, he was saying he ran for office and he said he was trying to destroy America. He started having to go to fight our allies, then it all flips all around, and he would be telling me, you can't do this, you can't. He said, no, you listen to me, I'm the president. He was trying to tear up the country.
Right.
That's why Trump running. They went to Trump because they was going to assassinate him. But they asked Trump, would you run? He said yes.
Is
And
this
that's
the
why
guy
Trump
talking
kept
about
saying,
Obama
where did
Renegade?
he come from? Huh?
Obama Renegade? Something like that? Yeah, I see it. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Larry Pence. Yeah, this stuff, see, this is what's really interesting is it's sad we have to sneak this shit around. Isn't that sad? Isn't that?
Yeah, isn't it?
It's just pathetic, man. I have to use, as soon as I know the threshold of what I can say and what I can't say, and then I have to take the risk of these guys taking the shit in. None of this should happen. We're not talking about, but I guess it's okay to talk about child trafficking as a good thing, right? You can do that all fucking day long.
Somewhat.
Well, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
In the circles, the wrong name.
Well, yeah, they do it. They do it in code. That's the thing.
Well, I know one thing. Epstein is still alive. The bishop said that last night. He's still alive. I said, I know what to do. I think I gotta find that video because I saved it. He's alive. He is alive.
Yeah, I don't think Ghislaine is in there. I think it's somebody else too. There's just so much.
How you hang yourself and you sitting down on the bed?
Yeah, I know. None of that happened. He freaking didn't kill himself. Yeah, we all know. The thing is we're gonna need, hopefully, and the bottom line is there's no other way to go. You either give this country to the global pedo-predator class, literally, and go with the Democrats, the Democrats, or you give this country a chance and see if Trump can fix all this shit. That's it. Because Robert Kennedy isn't going to make it. He's not going to fucking make it.
No, he's not. No.
Dr. Shiva isn't going to fucking make it. He's not going to make it.
No.
Haley fucking is not ever going to see anywhere.
No.
Right?
Nope.
And DeSantis, people like him. They just want him to be a governor. Wait your fucking turn. It's not going to happen. And then
he should just still stay governor.
Yeah.
He did a good job out there.
And Vivek Ramaswamy, he's really trying hard, man. He does.
I think he is Trump's mouthpiece.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. That's what he is.
But he says stuff that Trump would say.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
No, because every time Vivek finishes or starts, and he brings up Trump in a very positive way, and he won't go against him. I think this is how they've worked this out. Is that when it all comes down, it comes back and it starts, and then Trump is the only person out of the primaries. He's gonna say, "Hey, thanks, Vivek, for saying the shit it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out that's the case." If you guys are wondering, because most of you probably saw it, Vivek's gonna say, "I was actually speaking for Trump." There's a lot of things that he wanted to say that he couldn't say at the time,
right.
Which is true. And if you're watching what's going on, and you're paying attention to how these Democrats behave, and how criminal and murderous they can be, you really do have to be careful, because they've got the backing of bazillions of dollars from these, global predator class sick motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful, and I get it, It's just when I watch Vivid, it just seems like You know, because I watch DeSantis, I watch Haley, I watch everybody else. They'll do whatever they can to put Trump in. You know, they will do everything they can to run him over with the bus and back up and run him over again, back up, run him over. Vivek hasn't done that at all, with nothing. I never.
Yeah, he's not part of the bloodline. They need the bloodline in there.
Exactly.
And him and Putin are not part of the bloodline.
Haley's not even from here. Haley's, she's a piece. She's a fucking fraud too, man. Nikki Haley's a fraud.
Yeah, she is. You were just the governor of.
DeSantis.
She's just the governor of South Carolina. You did good with Dillon. Go move on.
Yeah. DeSantis is just disappointing me. That's all. It's like, dude, I don't know who you're helping, but you're not helping. You know, that's what I want.
No.
That's what no. Haley is there to not help. She's here to help destroy the country. That's what she's there for.
Yep.
Yep. You know, Chris Christie tried to get more funding from the global pedo-predator class, but they said, you know what, you're an idiot and you're a piece of shit and you're just out of shape. Get the fuck out of here. They didn't want to put their label on that guy. You see what I'm saying? They got Haley. I don't think they fully have DeSantis, but I know they've been floating that. Yeah, I don't think they fully got him. It's just nobody's. Anyway, all I'm saying, and then I'm gonna go. The guy deserves a shot. It was stolen from him. You know.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Give
well, he's still the president, so.
Yeah. I think he's been the president. It's just they never allowed him to do what he's supposed to do, because all of this that's happening right now is going to be proven to be completely illegitimate. It's going to be proven that the Democrats, which are already just full of complete lies, just woke up from an hey Snork just woke up. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going broke, and it's good to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. The other thing is, I just don't. There's no other way. Let's just say, like I said, it's that simple. You want your country to be given to the global pedo-predator class, aka elite World Economic Forum shitheads, then keep voting Democrat, because that's what you're going to get. You will not have a country left over. That's a no-brainer. But if you want to give this country a chance to rebuild, bring it back, fix the borders, get better pay, get better health care. I mean, Trump's not going to forget about people. He knows people. He talks to people. He goes out and meets people. Have you seen fucking Joe Biden go to any event where people aren't yelling, "Fuck Joe Biden, fuck Joe Biden," right? Nothing. He won't go. He will not go anywhere. He can't pay that many people to be crisis actors. That's he can't. Every single rally that he goes to, and you talked about this he went to that church, that black church. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And even those people, in there were a few of them that are going to say, tell them to F off, get out of here. They don't want it.
No, but my thing is, the people that were saying chanting about Palestine, they put them out. And then the whole room talking about 4 more years. I'm like, y'all really are saying 4 more years for him?
That's crazy.
Those are the ones still asleep.
Yeah, no, they're those people are in a coma. I'm gonna call that. We gotta have to have a name for it. You got a democoma or something like that. You're in a World Economic Forum coma or something. I'll get a name. They're in a fucking coma. Oh, by the way, yeah, I talked to Snork. I sent him some information on the climate change thing, which I think he's looking into a little more thoroughly. There was a guy on Tucker Carlson the other day talking about what they've been telling us, and I'm going to go with this, and then I'm really going. That he was saying that they told us that the only way that we have oil which makes sense and it works. It happens. He's not doubting this. Is because of dinosaurs and fungi and plankton and sea creatures and vegetation and all this stuff was compressed, smushed around for hundreds of thousands or millions of years and created oil. But there's scientists out there, like this guy's name is Willie Soon, Soon, Sierra October Nancy, right? Who him and many others are saying it's still being produced. In other words, we're not tapping. It probably won't ever run out. They keep saying it's going to run out, but if that's the case, then what does that do to the price of oil if you know that the supply is endless and the actual demand is the same? Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk about that hopefully with I sent the link to Snork about that. But yeah, there's plenty of oil. This guy's saying, look, we need CO2. It does. We're too small. Yes, oil is not from dinosaurs. What? Snork just said that. It's algae. These made oil feeds off of the sewage. Yeah. And other thing, I was going to say algae. Dang it. I meant fungi. I mean algae. But anyway. All right, Cheryl, I want to say thank you for being on. Good to have you.
You're welcome.
Do you think I should leave it up or put it on Odyssey? I'm going to leave it because we got pretty serious about time.
Why you don't go live on Odyssey?
What was that?
Why you don't go live on Odyssey?
It's a real pain to set it up.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Rumble's a pain in the ass too. All of them are. I'm on. It's Rumble. Yeah, it's just there's things you have to do. You gotta. It's because you got to do it every time. With YouTube, it comes on. With my restream program. I have it connected automatically to my Twitter or X account, whatever you want to call it, and I have it all connected to my Facebook, the Jimmy Young one. And then when I do it to Rumble, it's a pain in the ass. That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it takes.
Okay.
There's a lot of these people that have these shows. They have technicians that do this. That it's like
they do.
It's like farting for these guys, but it takes time and effort and all this other stuff. But I'm probably going to take this one off and put it on Odyssey, which I'm okay with. But it is good stuff, though, and I appreciate you having it and bringing it here. Remember, like and share my information, share my videos. We need more people to jump aboard and help Trump. We need more people to jump aboard and help save this country first, and then we'll worry about the planet. Then we'll worry about everything later.
Yep.
All right, aloha. Thank you. Good talking with you, Cheryl. Thanks for being on.